Welcome to 2022, the year that She-Hulk was released, leading to the end of society, complete and total world war, puppies were made illegal, kittens were all thrown down wells, Elon Musk decided to shoot himself into space, never to return. Hillary Clinton was the last surviving woman, dooming the chance of repopulation entirely. Trump declared himself supreme leader, but was overthrown immediately by a Florida man. Piss became the currency of the wastelands. San Francisco, well, it's still a public toilet. Andrew Garfield was the only surviving Spider-Man. Hell, I'm typing this all from a crazy bunker the media told me I didn't need. Guess I showed them. See what you did, Disney? Okay, now back to reality. She-Hulk, isn't great. It's not good. It's serviceable, I guess. It's a show. We start with a heavy dose of misogyny aimed at attorney Jennifer Walters, as a coworker does some mansplaining to dear old Jen. If you don't like a good feminist cringe fest, please stay away from this show. It's about as heavy-handed as a Hulk smash from space. And by the way, most articles are calling this a comedy. I was laughing for all the wrong reasons. So cut to Jen alone talking to the camera, addressing the audience directly, which, as a huge fan of 80s movies, it holds a special place in my heart. Anyway, cut to Bruce Banner and Jen driving. Bruce has a thingy on his arm. Yeah, that's a technical term. Thingy. That stops him from going into Hulk form. They banter about whether Captain America died a virgin. Nobody cares. As a ship descends in front of them, they crash. Jen pulls Bruce out and his blood goes into a cut on her arm. And She-Hulk is born. Jen hulks out, and the next few scenes are kind of a blur. Cut to Jen, not in Hulk form, walking into a bar bathroom. Trans women see her dirty and disheveled and help clean her up and give her clothes. Sensing an agenda? Listen, if you're thinking, what's wrong with this scene? It's fine. You're right. It's fine, but it's still cringy. Now she leaves the bar and is catcalled by evil, 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 evil men. She tries to smash them, and not in a fun sexual way. Hulk, or Bruce, stops her. Leave it to a man to stop a strong woman from turning horny dudes into literal paste. Cut to Hulk's lab. Bruce explains she is now a Hulk. Insert Tony Stark reference. Bruce used Jen's blood to heal his arm because her blood is better. Women kick ass. Bad dialogue continues. Hulk apologizes for not doing a better job warning her in the heat of an extremely bad crash that his blood could get into a cut that he didn't know she had and infect her with Hulk. What a load of shit.
That is one big pile of shit.
Hulk explains his blood introduced into Jen's system was a lethal dose of radiation. Jen worries and yells, "Lethal?" Standing perfectly fine in the picture of health. She argues over the usage of the word lethal. Bruce apologizes again. Sensing a trend here? The rest of the episode devolves into nothing but Bruce training Jen how to be a superhero, and they spend a significant amount of time on the whole, I don't want these powers. I want to be normal. I'm not a superhero. Joe Jackson didn't beat his kids like they beat this dead horse. Cut to the now infamous scene of Bruce trying to explain to Jen that she needs to control her anger.
Here's the thing, Bruce. I'm great at controlling my anger. I do it all the time. When I'm catcalled in the street, when incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me, I do it pretty much every day, because if I don't, I will get called emotional or difficult, or might just literally get murdered. So I'm an expert at controlling my anger because I do it infinitely more than you.
Oh my God!
I can control my anger better than you because men mansplain and catcall me.
Because women kick ass. Jen proves she can go in and out of Hulk form at will because she is better. Now the inevitable happens. Jen and Bruce fight over her wanting to leave. She implies Bruce has become a hermit loser, resulting in an actual fight. It sort of ends in a draw because women kick ass. She leaves after sort of apologizing because women are always right. So it wasn't like a full apology. I could have lingered way longer on the training segment of the show, but honestly, they were just being competitive, almost like siblings. So the dick-measuring nature of those scenes were fine. Cut to Jen addressing the audience. So now you're all caught up. Now we find ourselves in court. Mansplaining guy is like, don't fuck this up, you slutty, airheaded, dumb, weak bitch. Okay, he didn't say that. It was like, don't screw this up, because men are mean. A female villain bursts through the wall of the courtroom. Jen runs and hides. Her female lawyer friend says, "Jen, you're stunning and beautiful. You're also very smart and brave. Go kick this bitch's ass for all women." In reality, she tells her to use her powers to help. Jen begrudgingly does it, but not before saying, "I really like this suit because women love clothing." Sounds like a stereotype to me.
Cheers.
Random female villain has a fucking bench. Just randomly has a bench. Anyway, she launches it at the jury. Jen catches it and launches it like a fucking missile back at her. Villain down. By the way, the female villain's costume looked like it was off the rack from a Halloween store. Petty information, but Jesus, Disney. Be better. Jen transforms back, steps into her high-heeled shoes, and some bullshit song about being a woman plays over the credits. It was the perfect way to end this show, because I fucking forgot she was female. Silly me. Thus ends the first episode of the comedy show. Is it offensively bad? No. Is it subtle in its intentions? Hell no. This writer wouldn't know subtlety if it slapped her around for talking back. If you took that as a man slapping her around for talking back, in this scenario, she is a lesbian. So you're assuming gender stereotypes. It's a bit problematic. Comedy. Listen, this show will find an audience, and it won't just be feminist-minded women and progressive men. Normie Marvel fans are going to watch it as well. They just consume whatever Marvel puts out. And you know what? Good for them. By the way, that bookshelf in her office genuinely had me crying from laughter. I paused it for a good 3 minutes while I gathered myself. That bookshelf sums up the entire episode. Not much more to say. That bookshelf said it all. I love you very much. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Jones here to let you know that the pot-bellied goblins are uniting. I need each and every one of you red-blooded Americans to send me a crate full of tinfoil and a hard drive full of Hillary satanic Rodham Clinton's emails. Oh, and by the way, like and subscribe if the deep state CIA actors will allow you. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you very much. Good night.